One, two, three, fuck it.
So hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel, and today I will be showing you a very basic kit that you can use if you are just getting started with watercolors, or you can call it a beginner kit for watercolors. Now this is the kit that I used when I was just starting out with watercolors, and I used it for quite a long time. Now you don't have to buy very expensive watercolors that you see on YouTube or any other artist using, because you're just starting out with watercolors. You don't know if you will continue it or not. So yeah, I suggest that you go for the a more affordable option rather than going for the more expensive ones. Every product that I'll show you in this video is quite affordable, and you will find the link where you can buy them in the description box below, so you can go check it out if you like it. And I'll mention some other products also in the description box below and suggest you, so that you can, if you want, you can have an alternative, or if you don't like a certain product, you can go for the other one. So yeah, let's start with the video. Now the first thing that we need when we are starting out with watercolors is paper. Now there are different types of paper that you can use. It is highly recommended that you use a watercolor paper rather than a normal printer paper, because the watercolor paper is quite thick. As you can see here, it's quite thick, and when you use water on this paper, it does not seep through, and it does not puddle up and start messing with your paper, and it does not tear up your paper. So it's recommended that you use watercolor paper. Now personally, when I was starting out with watercolors, I found it quite expensive when I went out to buy a watercolor paper. So I just thought, let's try it in a normal sketch pad or a regular sketching pad. So I went out and bought this Brewster watercolor journal. Now you can see I've made a lot of watercolor paintings in this one, and these are pretty good if you ask me. I'm just giving you a suggestion. Now you can see the paper is not, colors did not puddle up, the paper did not bend, the paper did not tear up. So yeah, I'll suggest, if you are not looking for a watercolor paper because that's quite expensive, and you want to get something a bit more cheaper, you can go for artist sketchbooks. Like I have this one from Anupam, and then I have this A4 size artist sketch pad. Now this one is 140 GSM. Now if you are going for an artist sketch pad or artist sketchbook rather than the watercolor paper, I'll suggest that you go for something 110 GSM or higher than that, because if you go lower than that, it will definitely tear up the paper, or it will bend the paper, and the watercolors will not stay wet on it for a longer period of time. So I'll highly suggest you, if you are looking for a good artist sketch pad or sketchbook, make sure that the paper is more than 110 GSM. So yeah, these are the papers that you can use. Now moving on to the main part. If you are looking for affordable watercolors, now you can go for this Camel watercolors. This is for, I guess, 70 rupees. I got this for 70 rupees, and you have 24 shades in this one. Now they have another option that has I don't know how many colors does that have. I guess that one also has 24 colors, but it's of a more better quality, and it's of 225 rupees. But I didn't know about that one when I was just starting out with watercolors, so I went for this one. And to be honest, I was quite surprised by this watercolor, because it was a 70 and I was not expecting too much. Now these are pretty good if you ask me, because if you go on my Instagram and check out my older posts, all of those posts are made by these watercolors only. So yeah, if you want, you can go for this one, or there is another one that is of 225. I am not sure about the price. I'll link it down below, so you can go for that one also. That's again from Camel. And then if you want to go for the tubes one, these are the tubes one. These are from Faber-Castell, and these are artist watercolors, and these are not student grade watercolors. Now the difference between the student grade and the artist grades are that the student grade watercolors are meant for students, of course, and these are not that great quality as compared to the artist watercolors. The student watercolor could be more chalky or less pigmented and light fast. Light fast is when the colors fade away with time. Now the artist grade ones, these are pretty good, these are pretty pigmented, and these are not at all chalky. So yeah, if you're looking for student one and you're looking for a much cheaper option, go for these one. And if you're looking for artist grade ones and want a cheaper option for that, you can go for the Faber-Castell ones. Now the next thing that we need is some masking tape that you need to get clear edges for your paintings. Now masking tapes are pretty inexpensive if you ask me. I think they are quite affordable if you get it from a local stationery shop or from Amazon. I'll link them down below. I got both of these from Amazon. I'll link them in the description box below. Now these are the other thing that you need. Now the next thing that you require is a palette. Now if you don't want to invest in a palette, or if you don't want to buy one, you can just take a normal plate from your kitchen and use it as a palette. Now these are the palettes that I have. I have one more palette, but I don't know where it is right now. So yeah, I have 3 palettes. But if you ask me, I think I find it much easier to use a regular plate rather than a palette, because it gives me more control over how much paint I want. So yeah, if you can definitely go for the plate if you don't want to invest in a palette. If you ask me what kind of paintbrushes I use, these are not high-end paintbrushes. These are regular Faber-Castell and Camlin paintbrushes, and these are pretty good. Now this one is from some local company. I don't know which one is that, but yeah, these are the paintbrushes that I use. Now I have a lot more paintbrushes than these, but if you are a beginner, then I guess number 8, number 6, and which number is that? Number 1. I guess number 8, number 6, and number 1. These will be sufficient for you if you are going for the flat ones. Now, if you are looking for round brushes, I actually personally find it more useful using round brushes rather than the flat ones. So if you want, you can invest in a good pair of paint brushes. I'll link them down below. Now there's one more thing that is completely optional if you ask me. You can get a examination board or a regular drawing board, or you can just use your table to tape down your painting on the board so that when you use water on it, it does not bend. So yeah, these are the things that you will require when you're starting out with watercolors. And this was just a beginner's kit. If you want, I can also make a professional watercolor kit video for you guys. If you want me, do comment down below. Comment down below what topic do you want me to do next, and I'll definitely do that. And do let me know if you like this video or not, and if you like this video, do like, share and comment, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching my video, and see you in the next video.